What was it like working with Roger Corman?
Roger, basically, I think, man, I probably met the guy a couple of times. So he wasn't, there every day kind of deal.
Not a hands-on type.
Yeah,
no. Basically let you run with it.
Yeah, it was really Ole Sasson, the director, and then we had a couple other producers on the show, and then yeah, Roger, like I said, didn't really. I think I met him, on the set probably once, and yeah.
Now, what's your reaction with the new Fantastic Four as what you guys did?
I think with us, the big difference was we knew what we were up against. We knew that we didn't have the money, the budget for the big special effects. The way that a Marvel comic book should have.
Now they can do anything.
Right. Yeah. That's absolutely true. And so again, only the director was very smart there and said, "Okay, guys, we realize what we're up against. So let's make the story and the script the best we can, and let's make our characters the best we can. You guys do your job. I'm going to do the best job I can. Directing is his first director's job. I think feature film-wise, he's doing a lot of music videos and stuff. And let's just do what we can to really make the story and the characters come to life. And that was the whole idea, was taking the comic book and putting the comic book on the screen versus the newer version, which is kind of an updated Fantastic Four. The costumes aren't even the same as in the comic book. So
honestly, if you could have had the special effects in your old film, it would have been the best film.
That's the way.
The story's there, the characters there. It's the Fantastic Four.
Luckily, we all gel too. I mean, the cast, they just did a good job casting. I think in terms of just everybody really coming together and on the same page. And the thing about it is we all had careers going kind of thing, so we weren't just coming out of the dark. But at the same time, none of us are A-list kind of folks, and we thought, man, with the comic world already knowing about this movie and anticipating the movie, and for us, we all saw it as a stepping stone too. So really, we were thinking career-wise, it could really help us all out.
And then you get the log pulled out from under you because they don't release a damn movie.
Yeah, it was a shocker. I mean, we were doing the magazines, we got doing the film thread thing here, and sending us to conventions, and then to have that happen, it was kind of like, what is going on? So yeah, it was a bummer to say the least. But then now what's happened is, of course, as time has gone on, because that was back in '92, as time has gone on, the movie has created even more hype because of not coming out than if it had come out. So to that end, actually, it's probably done even more for us than maybe if it had come out and just kind of, disappeared or whatever.
Everybody saw it.
Uncle Buck, switching gears.
Yeah.
Let's see, Uncle Buck. For me, what was neat about it was, you're working with John Hughes, who, was just at the height of his career at that point, Breakfast Club and 16 Candles and Weird Science and those things. He had done those. And so I was like a kid in a candy store getting to work with him, and then John Candy as well, who I always loved.
Yeah, I'd almost put Hughes above Candy.
Man, the thing about that, what was neat was we'd shoot the film and we'd get the script in the can, so that was done. And then Hughes just loved to play. He would just turn on the camera and just let it roll out, and would just love to improvise. So that's kind of like an actor's dream, just to have fun and play. And
tell him the story you told me the other day.
Yeah, so one of the scenes that was a fun one to do was he locks my character Bug in the trunk of the car. I've been dating his niece, and he's not real thrilled with that. And so she asks, well, what'd you do with Bug? And he pulls the car over, pops the trunk, and there I am, duct tape across my mouth and across my things, and I'm this and that. And he reaches in and he rips the duct tape off my face, and I have a wad of Kleenex in my mouth, and I spit it at him and start screaming at him. Well, the screaming was real, because the first take that we did of the duct tape thing, nobody was thinking, hey, we're in Chicago in the dead of winter and it's freezing cold outside. We're not in a studio shooting this. And so when Candy reaches in and pulls off the tape, it hurt, man. It really hurt bad. And so it was like, God! And so, and then, Hughes just wanted to play and just said say whatever you want to say, just call them names or whatever, and I remember kind of laying in a little heavy on some of the fat jokes and things like that, and after one of the takes, Candy, in a very kind way, pulls me aside and he says, you know, we're gonna probably lay off the fat trucks, you know, for next year.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir, Mr. Candy. Sorry. And he's, oh no, just, you know.
That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right on.
Thanks,
cool.
man.
Hey,
Great
you got
talking
it.
to you.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
Likewise.